So how is it possible to do a storytelling if you have no written text or images of that period of time? I think we have science, and there are so many disciplines that are can be working on such a human fossil like the Altamura man, that all kinds of stories can be told about one individual. You have a perfect example here in Italy, that is Ötzi the Iceman in Bozen. People are profoundly emotionally connected to him. They love his fate. It's an individual that was hunted, was killed by a bow, and maybe if we excavate the Altamura fossil, and all different scientific disciplines can do the research on him, we can tell his stories. That is what we are doing in our museum. We are not telling the one story, but we are telling stories about certain individuals, and that is what the people like. So how can remains from very old times be appealing to visitors today? I think already the very old age of a fossil is appealing to visitors today. To know that this is a human being that lived here 130,000 years ago, that's an enormous age. That really is something special to see such a specimen. But we have in our museum we have reconstructions of such hominins, and that is very appealing to the visitors. They are standing there, and we use audio to let them tell their stories. We tell about their discovery, how old they were, which illnesses maybe they had, if they had injuries on their bones, how old were they when they died, and were they buried or were they just falling in a lake or so. And there's all kinds of stories about one individual that you can tell. I think to make this place a successful museum, you have to get the civic involvement. People of the region really have to make it their place. They have to get the idea that it is a common project, which can be a touristical attraction, but which will also be very important for the school classes, for teaching human evolution, for teaching about their ancestors here in the region. And yeah, you have to. That was the case in Neanderthal Valley, in my place. That really it was several people in the region that had the idea of the new Neanderthal Museum, and that persuaded the policymakers.